again. First of all, the Catholics love Jesus. That's horrible. That's, I mean, predictable for a goyim. But ooh, another quarter. That's for the chicken I'm going to beat all my sins away with. That's right. All my sins of the year, I put onto a chicken and then proceed to beat it over a brick wall until it's dead. And God forgives me. So that's nice. Yes, the Catholics. The Catholics are a problem, people. They're making a resurgence. We can't have Catholics back. Come on. We almost got rid of them. We're like tuberculosis. We're so close. So as you know, the capital of this country, the United States, likes to have a prayer breakfast and, you know, a prayer group and religious group. And they meet and talk to other people. But they had one of my good friends on earlier. And I think we get to find out why Catholics are truly evil. Look at this. Evil goyim line of questioning.
That speaking out about what many Americans view as genocide in Gaza should be treated as anti-Semitic. Because in my view, the United States cannot and must not make loyalty to a particular theology about Israel a litmus test for protected speech or moral legitimacy.
We just saw something similar happen in
the White House. Spoke.
Well, I have clipped the wrong clip. Unfortunately, that's what happens when you pay your labor very cheaply. But then again, they deserve it. They deserve to be paid very cheaply. Now, phone calls for those who want to call in and chit chat. We're more than happy. We're more than happy to have you on. We do have Drew Trope waiting for us on the line, and we will get to you, Drew Trope, 100%. But first, I gotta find this video here of the Catholics causing us issues, you know, and we can't have that. We can't have that. So we're gonna pull up the old sweet and reliable YouTube and really break down the anti-Semitism from Catholics. And let me just pull it up here. Catholic Zionism. And let's see what has to be said here if I can find it. Let's watch this. Let's first of all, so we can understand Catholics and know what they're up to. Those silly Catholics. Pete Hegseth, big Catholic. Nick Fuentes, big Catholic. So these things are what we would call important for our longevity. And we're going to see a very disturbing trend here. Right here.
A Catholic who supports Israel call himself a Zionist. Isn't it possible for a Christian to be a Zionist without endorsing dispensationalist or other Protestant theologies?
Are the Catholics saying they don't support Israel? Is that what's going on here? Well, let's take a look at Carrie Prejean and see what she says.
Well, as you know, I'm a Catholic, and Catholics do not embrace Zionism, just so you know.
Now, she says that, and she asks them, does that make me anti-Semitic? Does it make me anti-Semitic? And let's be honest, it does. How dare she not recognize the state of Israel as the same Jews from 6,000 years ago. All right, we've got people calling in, and we need to get to you because you are the lifeblood of our show, and we want to talk to you. But before we do, one more thing. This is why being called anti-Semitic because of your Christian belief is a bad thing. And I'll pull it up right here so you can see what's going on in France. And as we know, what happens in France will come here as well. This is, let me see here. France is right here. Couple things, but let's go to this one first before we go to France.
We measure and track. Number two, we monitor and disrupt. We have a whole apparatus. I have 40 analysts working full time, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, monitoring extremists. We monitor them online, social analysts
Now,
working full time.
Is this the FBI talking, you may ask? No. This is some Zionist. This is some Zionist talking about this. And they are the one. I mean, they're the ones. They're going to be the ones that monitor everyone. Not this show. Not this show. Pro is. Oh, found a quarter. Let's continue on here, shall we?
7 days a week, 24 hours a day, monitoring extremists. We monitor them online, social media, messaging apps, video games, cryptocurrency, podcasts, short form video, Wikipedia, LLMs. We monitor these people and we share the intelligence with the FBI. You saw last month, you heard about the thing that happened at Wilshire Boulevard Temple. Our analysts investigated what happened. They said they were Koreatown for Palestine, this group of people. They weren't. We were able to ascertain they were from a group called the Turtle Island Liberation Front. Turtle Island is how like left-wing activists refer to the United States. They don't call it America, they call it Turtle Island. Like the Iranians call it the Zionist entity, or they won't call it by its name. The Turtle Island Liberation Front, we gave them a whole dossier. What is Turtle Island Liberation Front? What are their ideas, their goals? Who are they? We identified the people who were in the synagogue. This was on Wednesday, December the 10th. On Monday, December the 15th, this is going to ring a bell. Kash Patel announced they cracked a terror ring where they arrested 4 people who were planning New Year's Eve bombings. Turtle Island Liberation Front. At least one of the people I know for certain was in the building at Wilshire Boulevard Temple, vandalizing it and disrupting the event. So we're monitoring.
Now, of course, we don't want people picking on other people just because of their race. We don't want that. But what is considered anti-Semitic? What is anti-Semitic? Well, let's find out together. Let me see if let me find this here. Let's see here. This is her name was Carrie Prigine Bowler. Let's see if this is clear.
Tens of thousands of Palestinian civilians in Gaza and their universities' financial ties to that war. So I need to ask you, in a country built on religious liberty and the First Amendment, do you believe someone can stand firmly against anti-Semitism, including what you experienced, and at the same time condemn the mass killing of Palestinians in Gaza, or reject political Zionism, or not support the political state of Israel? Or do you believe that speaking out about what many Americans view as genocide in Gaza should be treated as anti-Semitic? Because in my view, the United States cannot and must not make loyalty to a particular theology about Israel a litmus test for protected speech or moral legitimacy.
What I'll say is that Natan Sharansky says there's 3 things that you shouldn't do with Israel. You shouldn't delegitimize it, you shouldn't demonize it, and you shouldn't apply a double standard. You can abide by those 3 things, you're not anti-Semitic.
So by not being a Zionist, does that make you an anti-Semite?
I don't think you need to be a Zionist to support a country that defends itself and is free and religious in a hostile neighborhood.
So is anti-Zionism
Hold on,
anti-Semitism?
one second, Carrie.
Yes.
It is. It is.
Sorry.
Yes.
You know, I'm a Catholic.
There it is,
I'm
people.
a Catholic, and Catholics do not embrace Zionism, just so you know. So are all Catholics anti-Semites, according to you?
As I said, anti-Zionism, by denying the right of the Jews to have their own state while not saying the same for any.
Now they're
Tens of thousands.
We get it. She's anti-Semitic according to their rules, which we warned you about, or I don't know if warning is the right term here now that I've changed my ways, that we told you about the IHRA's new rules for what anti-Semitism is. Jesus brought to death by the Jews, anti-Semitic. How dare you? God's chosen people don't live in Israel right now? Good sir. You are a disgusting piece of swine.